Hey folks, this is Manuel from Steadybit. In today's video, I want to cover how we have added support for an entirely new ecosystem into the Steadybit Chaos Engineering platform. We're talking about Microsoft-based systems, and to be precise, we have started with supporting Windows host in the same way how we are supporting Linux hosts for years. Now, jumping into the Steadybit Reliability Hub, we can see the newly added Windows Host extension. Jumping into the Windows Host extension to see what's possible already today, we can see that we have a similar set of capabilities as for Linux hosts. So we are automatically discovering your Windows hosts and providing actions for those, like an attack to block network traffic, stress resources, or shutting down a server. And of course, as always, we make it very easy to get started with chaos engineering by providing useful templates which are dedicated for Windows hosts as well. Let me show you how that looks like by jumping over into the Steadybit platform. Here we go. Heading now into the Explorer to visualize my system, I can see all the different target types supported by Steadybit, like Kubernetes resources, containers, integrations into observability, and so on. When I'm now filtering down on only showing the hosts in my system, the picture becomes much more clearer. Now you can see I have roughly 130 hosts in my system, and once I'm grouping it based on the operating system, I can see that we are now having a Windows host running in here, and that particular Windows host is fully discovered by Steadybit, allowing me to use all the attributes related to that host to make chaos engineering safe for my teams by defining environments, but also creating an experiment pretty easily. Let me show you how that looks like by jumping into one of the experiment templates, where we are simply rebooting a Windows host. And we want to check that eventually a Datadog monitor is actually noticing that one host is going down. This is a template especially designed to test legacy applications where you have maybe an on-premise data center where it's very uncommon that a Windows host is going down without you wanting to know that. Let me use this template right away, and we are heading over into our template wizard, which guides you through the creation of the experiment. First thing, I need to choose the right environment, and then it asks me to specify the host I want to reboot. In this case, this is our Windows host, and it also asks me which specific Datadog monitor I want to validate that it's actually catching this fault. Once I've completed all the steps, I can create a new experiment, fine-tune my experiment, or just run it right away. Also, I've executed the same experiment beforehand so that I'm able to actually check out a past execution. And you can see we have successfully rebooted the Windows host, but also our Datadog monitor didn't trigger at all. So it's very likely that I need to fine-tune my observability strategy to be aware of whenever one of the Windows hosts is missing in my system. Of course, we have a lot of other useful templates that you can check out in the Steadybit Reliability Hub. And whenever you're using Windows host systems, please make sure to install also the Windows host extension by simply following the installation instructions in the GitHub repository. Also, make sure to have at least one Steadybit agent connected to your Windows host extension. We also support you in Windows host setups even more by having an agent running on Windows hosts as well. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks for watching and take care.